Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Counseling station toxoplasmosis in pregnancy. Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. XYZ. Your test suggests possible toxoplasmosis infection in pregnancy. I will explain what it means, what further tests are needed, possible effects on baby, treatment options, and follow up. What is toxoplasmosis? Toxoplasmosis is an infection caused by Toxoplasma gondii, usually acquired from undercooked meat, contaminated soil, unwashed vegetable, or cat feces. In pregnancy, the concern is recent primary infection because it can cross the placenta and infect the fetus. Take focused history, gestational age and dating scan, fever, malaise, lymph node swelling, sore throat, muscle pain, cat exposure, cleaning, litter tray, gardening soil exposure, eating undercooked meat, unwashed salads, raw milk. Previous toxoplasmosis testing, anomaly scan finding, previous miscarriage, stillbirth, congenital anomaly, immunosuppression, HIV, steroid, transplant, drug allergy, especially sulfur drug allergy. Examination usually normal. Check temperature, pulse, BP, lymph node, throat, rash. Abdominal examination, uterine size, fetal heart. Obstetrical examination according to gestation. Differential diagnosis CMV, rubella, parvovirus B19, Epstein Barr virus, HIV seroconversion, influenza, COVID, other causes of lymphadenopathy. Maternal investigations. Do not rely on IgM alone. This is common exam trap. Test Toxoplasma IgG, IgM, IgG avidity. Repeat serology in 2 to 3 weeks if needed. Send equivocal positive results to reference lab if available. CBC, LFTs if treatment is planned. Interpretation IgG negative, IgM negative, no evidence of infection. Patient is susceptible. IgG positive, IgM negative, past infection, usually immune. IgM positive, not automatically acute infection because IgM can persist for many months. CDC notes IgM may remain detectable up to 18 months after infection. CDC. Low IgG avidity suggests recent infection. High avidity makes recent infection unlikely. Fetal assessment, ultrasound. Refer to fetal medicine for detailed anomaly scan. Look for ventriculomegaly, intracranial calcification, hydrocephalus, microcephaly, ascites, hydrops, hepatosplenomegaly, placental thickening, fetal growth restriction. Chorioretinitis can be reliably excluded antenatally. Serial ultrasound is needed if recent maternal infection is confirmed or suspected. Then amniocentesis. Offer amniocentesis for Toxoplasma PCR if recent maternal infection is likely. Usually perform after 18 weeks gestation and at least 4 weeks after suspected maternal infection. PCR on amniotic fluid helps diagnose fetal infection, but a negative PCR does not completely exclude infection. Maternal effects. Most mothers are asymptomatic. Possible symptoms mild fever, fatigue, malaise, cervical lymphadenopathy, sore throat, myalgia. Severe maternal disease is uncommon unless immunocompromised. Fetal and neonatal effects. Transmission risk increases with gestational age, but early infection causes more severe disease. Possible effects miscarriage or fetal death, hydrocephalus, intracranial calcifications, chorioretinitis, seizures, microcephaly, hepatosplenomegaly. Jaundice, anemia, thrombocytopenia, developmental delay, visual impairment, classical triad, chorioretinitis, hydrocephalus, intracranial calcifications. Treatment in pregnancy. Treatment depends on whether fetal infection is confirmed. If maternal infection is suspected, confirmed but fetal infection not proven, use pyramycin where available to reduce placental transmission. It concentrates in placenta and is commonly used before fetal infection is confirmed. If fetal infection is confirmed or strongly suspected, switch to pyrimethamine, sulfadiazine, folinic acid. Folinic acid is essential to reduce bone marrow toxicity. Do not confuse it with ordinary folic acid. Avoid pyrimethamine in the first trimester where possible because it is a folate antagonist. Treatment should be supervised by fetal medicine infectious disease specialist. Then counsel. Your blood results suggest possible toxoplasmosis, but IgM alone is not enough to diagnose recent infection. We need IgG, IgM, and avidity testing, and sometimes repeat testing. If recent infection is confirmed, it does not mean the baby is definitely infected. The chance of transmission depends on gestational age. We will arrange fetal medicine review, detailed ultrasound, and may offer of amniocentesis after 18 weeks and at least 4 weeks after infection to check fetal PCR. If fetal PCR is negative and scans remain normal, prognosis is generally better, but the baby will still need postnatal follow-up. If fetal infection is confirmed, treatment is changes to stronger antiparasitic medicines, and prognosis depends mainly on ultrasound MRI findings. Prognosis. Best prognosis past maternal infection only or recent infection excluded by high avidity. Better prognosis recent maternal infection but fetal PCR negative and ultrasound normal. Intermediate prognosis fetal PCR positive but ultrasound normal. Poor prognosis fetal PCR positive with ventriculomegaly, hydrocephalus, intracranial calcification, severe fetal growth restriction, hydrops, or major CNS abnormalities. Toxoplasmosis alone is not an indication for section, timing, and mode of delivery are obstetric. Inform neonatology before delivery. Neonatal management. Baby needs clinical examination, toxoplasma serology, PCR as advised, CBC, LFTs, cranial ultrasound, MRI if indicated, ophthalmic review, hearing assessment, long-term neurodevelopmental follow-up. Congenital toxoplasmosis may present later with eye disease, so follow-up is important. Prevention advice. Avoid undercooked meat. Wash fruits and vegetables. Wash hands after handling raw meat. Use gloves during gardening. Avoid changing cat litter. If unavoidable, use gloves and wash hands. Do not eat raw, undercooked meat. Clean kitchen surfaces after raw meat preparation. I would confirm the diagnosis with proper serology and avidity testing. Refer to fetal medicine. Arrange detailed ultrasound surveillance. Discuss amniocentesis timing for PCR. Start appropriate treatment according to fetal infection status. Involve neonatology and provide psychological support.